What's up, everyone? We're back at it on the TAQUITO CAST Podcast. It's been a minute, right?
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, a hot minute since we uploaded, but we're back at it. Summer's here, school's out. And today on this podcast, we actually got a special guest that is not Wooker Snicker this time.
An actually new special guest.
I don't know if any of you heard of him, but I referenced him last video I posted. Anyway, please welcome Porgs for Life.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be here. I know we were talking about doing this sort of thing a little while ago, and then just a little thing called life gets in the way, and
Yeah,
that is a thing.
Yeah,
you guys know how this is.
Yeah, I wish I had a life, man. I don't have one, man.
Yeah,
I'm joking. You're right though. Life gets in the way of everything.
Anyways, Porgs, would you like to introduce yourself and kind of talk about what kind of content you make? Maybe they would like to know.
I would love to. So I'm Porgs for Life. I created my channel around 2021, I think. I've been doing a little bit of Minecraft content recently, actually. I've gotten into the new update. It's out on Bedrock. Very exciting, and things are doing well. I'm at 76 subscribers currently. And yeah, things are doing pretty well so far.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
I actually I just literally hit you up like an hour or so ago, being like,
Yes,
"Yo,
you
can we
did.
just do a pod?"
We haven't done one for a really long time.
I think the last one we did was literally last summer.
Wait,
Yeah, so a year ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like you
bro,
mentioned,
that one subscriber is just gonna be forget who you are, and then they just see that in the recommended, and they're like, "Bro, who the frick is this guy?"
Oh,
They're gonna
yeah.
have a whole Interstellar moment.
Interstellar. Wait, how did that have any correlation?
I don't know.
How did that have any correlation?
I'm trying to come up with things that
We actually did. Yeah, we did watch Interstellar recently.
it was pretty good.
I don't know if I've ever seen Interstellar.
You haven't seen Interstellar?
I don't think so. Because I don't know. I've just kind of.
I'm sure you might know the name. I think
Yeah,
you at least know
I've
that.
almost certainly heard the name before, but
Yeah. So it's a 2014 movie that came out. It's like a space themed movie.
oh yeah, it is that one. But I don't think I've ever. I mean, I might have seen it once, but just years and years ago, and then just forgot about it.
Yeah. So we watched it recently because I think in the third podcast we made like almost over a year ago, where we mentioned marching band. Well, to update you, I actually did end up joining the marching band, and our show that we did last season, so last fall, it was a show titled Works of Fire, and that show actually took state. So
Yeah.
and it was my first season ever doing it. But this show this year, it's like a space theme show, and our opener, a lot of marching band kids will know what that is. It's the Interstellar theme. So that's why we watched Interstellar, because I was I've never seen Interstellar. So
I haven't joined marching band, but I know what it is.
Yeah, I have not been in a band once. It's just been choir for me.
Oh yeah,
That's
choir.
fair.
I guess we could transition to the trip we had.
Yes, So if you didn't know, me and Strange Makes have.
You could say Alex too, actually.
Well, okay. Well,
you could say Alex. Just
yeah.
just to throw
So
it out
we took a choir trip with the school down to New York City. It was in the Manhattan.
there. We were on Manhattan Island for a bit of it.
Yeah, we were there for I think it was. Yeah,
It was 5 days, 4 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was 4 nights. It was 4 nights.
Yeah.
I want to know, when you said that you almost got ran over, did you legit mean you almost got hit by the subway?
Yeah. Well, not by the subway, but just
Oh, by cars?
yeah, because
Okay, I remember
dang.
the traffic.
Yeah.
The traffic was bad.
traffic. Okay, so if you somehow don't know what the traffic in New York is like, it's cramped, and they don't have traffic laws. They have traffic suggestions.
Yeah,
so.
a red light. Most people would just be screw it.
Yeah, I did a full 45-second rant in my video about people needing to know what a freaking red light is, of all things,
And what its function is, too.
Yeah.
I think the biggest city I've ever been to is San Francisco. I've never been to New York, but San Francisco I imagine similar.
Well, here's the thing. You should. Oh wait, keep going.
Not when I was there. When I was there, which was years ago, it's more crazy than I was there. But like today, freaking people get robbed so often. People leave their trunks open just so to show they don't have anything in there.
Yeah.
You know, that sounds like both a smart and stupid idea.
Yeah, I think
agree.
it's like, yeah, I think it, like, I do remember, like, hearing about this once on Technoblade's channel, whenever he said, like, people will, like, leave their phone and keys on the tables at the college he went to.
I don't really watch it.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of, like, that little bit.
Yeah, well, rest in peace, Techno.
Indeed.
Rest in
Yes.
peace. You know what Technoblade is, right?
I know who Technoblade is.
If you don't know who Technoblade is, I want you to click off this podcast, go over to his channel,
And do some studying.
and watch every single one of his flarking videos. You got it? We good?
He's got like thousands.
Let them cook. Let them cook. Let them cook.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, back to the choir trip though. You remember that room that was like that like tower like that
yeah,
one like it was called Summit One, I think is what it was called.
once.
Summit
Oh, it
One.
was one Vanderbilt. That was the one it was
Oh,
called.
the Vanderbilt?
Yeah,
I thought it was called like Summit One.
yeah.
Because on the itinerary it said Summit One.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I did get like a keychain on there, and it said like the one Vanderbilt. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Remember that room with all the like silver balls?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't really.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't include that in the video. I might like I do have like a second channel that I just like haven't touched yet, but maybe I'll like post some like extra footage there with like some of the extra Vanderbilt stuff over there.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, no, so TJ, there was the Vanderbilt, it's like this really tall building that when you get to the top you get like a view and a half.
Oh yeah,
Like of the whole like city.
Observatory.
Like you
kinda?
can see the World Trade Center, you can see the Empire State, you can see like straight up to like is it the ocean?
I don't.
Or is it like a lake? Or I'm pretty sure it was the ocean. Right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still like have some of that footage from the trip, but I could be wrong. I did have to clear out like a crap ton of storage.
Yeah.
Like after I like exported the video onto my phone.
Yeah, well, the reason I bring that up is like, so in the Vanderbilt building, there's a room that's straight up just filled with these like silver like bouncy balls that are like inflatable. They're like almost like balloons, but there's like a billion of them in there, and that people just like would kick them around, like fight each other with them.
Okay, apparently
Right,
I
that
don't
sounds
actually have the footage
insane.
of that anymore.
But you remember like those
Sad.
like silver balls that like people would just like chuck at each other?
Yeah,
It's kind of wild.
I was.
There was like different sizes, and like they were like there was a lot.
Yeah, there was.
Lot.
Yeah, I think there was like a full 10 minutes of like just like raw film from just that one little bit. You know, but you know, I didn't want to like there were a lot of things that I couldn't include in the video because you know, I just want to like take the strain off of like the editing process in any way I can whenever I do make my videos.
I do that
and
too.
you know, it also really helps to like take the strain of like the viewer whenever they like watch the video, because you know, if I were to include like every single detail, it would have been like a full 20-minute long video,
Which you do want to like cut down.
like I was looking at it, I was like, you know, there's just some stuff like, you know, well, there was some stuff that was just like too personal for me to include, like the 9/11 museum.
That was a good idea to not film. Because
I didn't ever mention this in my video, but like I wanted to like get my phone out to like take pictures, and but dude, by the time I even saw like my my wallpaper, I literally just could not do it.
You're like, no. But I mean, because it's a 9/11 museum, you want to like show some like respect.
Yeah,
and, like,
it's like, you know, this is not the time to like make a YouTube video. This is like the time to just remember, you know, that, you know, this happened. You know?
Do you remember? Did you ever see that like? So you probably don't like. TJ wouldn't know this because he wasn't on trip. But in the 9/11 Memorial Museum, did you go to that room that had like chairs and there's like a projector that's like projecting like the people that passed away that day?
I don't
It was like past like the pictures that they had like hanging up of everyone.
Oh yeah,
Like that room where it was like a theater almost.
Yeah.
I was in there, dude, and like, dude, some of the names on there were like babies and like kids, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
that is so
dang.
sad.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it's like it happened during a time when we have like footage of it.
Yeah.
It's like
Crazy to think about.
and it's like in our history. It's something that like happened in our history.
Because I was
Yeah.
curious, I looked up a video on 9/11. It had like it was like a 12-year-old video. It
Yeah.
had like actual footage of someone from an apartment building across from it. looking
Yeah,
at it.
like
It
imagine
was
if someone
scary.
didn't film it, we wouldn't have like known. But like, it's another thing that's interesting is like when you watch some shows nowadays, like they mention
Yeah.
the like pandemic as like something that like happened like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, like it recently happened.
To be fair, it
is-
was a relatively recent event.
Yeah, it was only a few years
Yeah,
ago.
but you know, yeah, I think that like what makes the memorial like difficult for some people is just that, you know, like everybody who was around and was of age to remember it has a story of
They
what
know
happened.
they know exactly like where they were and like
Yeah,
their
like
feelings. It's
yeah,
wild.
like it's like I still like I remember like asking a certain individual who was around at the time who will not be named, but you know they were just like in their college, and you know like one of their roommates like woke them up and then brought them to the to the television, you know, and then you know and then that person was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because like on the news at the time, it was like,
Yeah,
it was
and
on
then-
every news station.
Yeah, like every
Yeah.
station, you know, and you know, it's you know, like this person was like going throughout their classes, and it's just like, well, what do we do now? Is like class canceled? Is it not? Do we need to like prepare something? Do we need to like? You know, it was just like terrifying for just like everyone involved,
Yeah.
and I know that like like one of my relatives who was also around at the time was serving in like the military. Yeah, and you know he like heard the news. Like I don't remember where this person was, but you know, like he like saw what was happening, and like you know,
wow.
I'm pretty sure he like this person saw the second plane hit or something, and then you know like. After he saw that, he immediately like went to his like the commanding officer, and he was like, you know, I want to, you know, and he's like, you know, take me there, and I want to find out, you know, who's responsible, and I want to, you know, take them down. I want to, you know,
And we did technically, like Al Qaeda's like not really a thing anymore. Now it's the Taliban, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, that 9/11 like memorial museum, like it just gives you like a nice like feeling inside.
but dude, like you know, I'm like if you've been around my channel for a while, you know, like I recently like put in my community post, I did like a haircut reveal, so you know I'm a ginger, and so you guys know that I do not cry at very many things, but that was
very close.
yeah,
it was very close.
no, it made me cry. Dude.
Oh, it did?
Oh.
Yeah,
It
like
did?
it was just, yeah,
I thought you
like,
said it. I thought you said we were like near,
yeah, just
near
like
the
all that all of like that recording and all the stories and the
because they had
things
they had
there.
footage inside too. remember
Yeah,
that?
and it, you know, I was, you know, and then it was just like, oh my gosh,
like this happened. Like it's something you watch it, you think, oh, this is like a Hollywood movie, but it's like it's something that really happened.
yeah, and I'm just,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh,
And you're like, yeah, I don't want to film it here.
yeah, it's like it just didn't feel like there's a certain feeling whenever you go in there, and you know, everyone listening, I encourage you at some point in your life to like visit this memorial, because I think it's
an important place.
yeah, it's important for people to remember what happened there, but you know, it's like whenever you go in there, you know, you just like get this like feeling just deep in your gut, just like, you know, this is a time to just, you know, no electronics, no cell phone calls.
No 9/11 jokes.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely not 9/11.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
people, they even told us like they're like, yeah, like no like 9/11 jokes, and like, you know.
Yeah, and yeah, but you know, it's just like, you know, you just like get this feeling like, you know, this is a time to just, you know, remember and just feel what happened here.
Yeah, they like because they built it on top of where the buildings like used to be.
Yeah.
And inside they actually have like the building.
Yeah.
Like you know those like beams.
Mm-hmm.
They have like beams there. They have like actual like some foundation still in there.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen pictures of that.
Yeah, I encourage you to go to it, man.
Yeah, it's like how do I? It's kind of like whenever you like watch like a tragedy, like you're watching a tragedy movie and you know it's a tragedy movie and you know what happens, but you know whenever you finally get to that point, it still like hits you with that feeling, you know?
Like, so I'm going to change the topic kind of a little bit. A little bit ago, me and my family, or me and my dad, we watched All Quiet on the Western Front. That's kind of like what you were saying. You know what's going to happen, but like when you get to that point, it just like hits you. Like it was sad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's getting back like with the New York trip. Like I went to see like the play Hadestown. And,
Oh yeah, Hadestown.
Yeah, dude. Like
we could transition.
yeah. Okay, so here. Yeah, the thing about Hadestown is that like when the play starts, like they like the person like I think it was like Hermes. I think like the person person acting as Hermes. Like that person comes out and says, you know, there's like, you know, the whole bit, and you know, it's like, you know, it's like this is a tragedy, and you know, it is sad, and we want the ending to be different every time we tell it. But by the time we get there, there is no other way to end it. You know.
Yeah.
So if you've never seen Hadestown, the brief like you know, like if you've seen Hadestown, like you know that you know in the like at the end, like Hades gives Orpheus the little trial with like, you know, if you look back once as you're making your way back to the living world, then she comes back to the underworld and, you know, like never comes back ever.
I've never seen Hades.
So yeah, the thing is like Orpheus gets to like that threshold, and then like he like in his mind he's just filled with so much doubt, and then he turns around and the person like that he loves was right behind him the whole time. And then it just hits you with just like that sheer moment of shock, even though like at the like the very beginning they told you that it was a tragedy and the ending is going to be sad.
Wait, they told you that?
Yeah, like the person acting as Hermes, like it was a line that was just like in the actual play, like, you know, this just like, you know, it basically is saying like this is a tragedy and this does not truly have a happy ending. You know?
See, the play I went to was the exact opposite of yours. So mine was not a tragedy one. Mine was actually a cool one. So I mentioned it in the video. I went to the Back to the Future, the musical one.
Yeah.
I would want to see that. That's
It's so good. It was so good. So like I actually have a photo of the like set design. I don't know if I'm telling that to link that, but it's so cool, and like they did so good with the effects and everything, the choreography for like and like all the music in it. Like,
have you seen the original movies?
I haven't seen the original movie.
You
but
should see the
Yeah,
original movies.
I think
They're so good.
I think I've only seen like the Back to the Future series like once, and then I was just like, okay, yeah, cool. And then I think it was last time I saw Back to the Future was like, I want to say like 11 to 12 years ago, like whenever I was like very young.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but like a series that I'm kind of like that with was the Hunger Games series. To be honest with you, so I read the first book, saw the first movie. I thought it was good. I just didn't have any interest, getting to read or watch the other movies.
The other movies are also good. I've seen all of them.
You've seen all of them? Have you read the books?
Yeah, okay.
I've read the books. I've seen all the movies.
Yeah, you know, Hunger Games is actually a perfect transition into my next little rant because so the thing about me is like, you know, me and Strange were in like a film studies class and a filmmaking class like years. Was
it?
I think it was like 4 to 5 years ago.
4 to 5 years ago. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like the thing that I remember most about that class is continuity. And when I watched Hunger Games for the first time, it's like the biggest pet peeve I will ever have.
Wait,
like,
when did you watch Hunger Games?
It was I don't remember. It was like it was a little while ago.
Did we have an assignment on like watching a movie?
I don't think so. But anyway, I was like watching that movie, and then you know I like look at like the continuity, and And, you know, Katniss, the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like the cleanliness of her fingernails is changing multiple times throughout the flarking movie. Where's the continuity, you...
What?
Ah!
Question: what does continuity mean?
Okay,
You don't know
so
what that
I'm a
means?
stupid.
You don't
I'm a
know what-
stupid person.
How do you
okay?
not know what that means?
I'm a stupid
Okay,
person.
so-
What does that mean?
Okay, so
my.
for those of you like who don't know what continuity is,
Like
basically,
Strange makes the little
yeah,
boy
it's
he is.
so it's basically like the continuing of visual things staying the same throughout the movie and throughout the scene, and oftentimes even throughout the movie. And like if you just like look at like the fingernails of Katniss throughout like whenever the Hunger Games actually begin, the cleanliness of those nails changes from scene to scene, and it's just like a little tick in the back of my brain, like why?
Jennifer Lawrence, man.
I understand how you feel and think anything like that bugs me.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. Like back to like the title thing. Like the Hunger Games, like I feel like that title only fits the first like movie and book because it's like Maze Runner as well. I haven't seen any or read the book. I have a friend who's like
I haven't seen those.
I have a friend. She's like in love with Newt, but basically it's like the Maze Runner. It only really fits for the first like book or like movie because like it's about like an actual maze, and you get to like the books after. Like same thing with Hunger Games. Like the title just doesn't really fit the story anymore.
But they can't really change the title because then people might not know what it's about.
They could just like they could call it like the Hunger Games, and then like the. You know, I'm an idiot. They
it's a
already did
trilogy.
that. They
though.
already did that. It's a trilogy. I thought they had I thought they had another movie.
Have
you seen the new? Have you seen
It's
the
a
new
series.
one?
It's a series.
Have you seen the newest movie?
I think so. When did that one come out?
It came out like I want to say like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
I might have not seen the newest one. But
You should watch that one. I've heard it's good, but
I'm pretty sure I've seen like
Yeah.
the main.
Like
story
I've only seen the first Hunger Games. Like I've seen little bits and pieces of like the other ones, but
You just don't have interest. I don't.
yeah,
have
I've
interest.
just like number one, I don't have like the attention span for it, and number two, I don't have the patience.
They are
for
very
it.
long. They are pretty intense movies though too. But
Yeah.
like it makes it kind of cool, I think.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the New York trip real quick.
Yeah.
So, the pizza that you got in your video, it looks good.
Yeah, like it was actually like fire pizza.
Where did you get it?
I do.
Where did you get it?
I do
I think
not
he wants it.
remember.
I do want
I do. I think I'm pretty sure it was like really close to like where like I saw Hades Town. I don't remember. Oh wait, no. I don't remember which day it was on that we actually went to do that. I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to like look back at the original video and see if I can like find out where it came from.
Okay, the reason I asked is because the pizza I had was terrible. It was not good.
I've heard New York pizza was delicious.
No, it was terrible. Literally, like the crust was like crunchy and like the cheese would like fall off and like I could not really taste
That sounds
anything.
like Little Caesars.
Well, Little Caesars actually isn't that bad.
No,
I've had Little
yeah.
Caesars recently. It's actually not that
Every
bad.
time I've had it, I've not had a good
Are
experience.
you Domino's or do you like Domino's more?
I like Domino's.
Domino's is good. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
Domino's is pretty good.
And Main Street.
Yeah.
I mean, pizza's pizza, but like I'm just.
Yeah.
If I had to choose, I would choose.
If I had pizza, like pizza's pizza, but yeah, I did not like the pizza I got. It was
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah. Also, I feel like that. I also like when we got back and like I was like trying to find time to like work on the editing for that video.
Yeah.
I was like like in the back of my mind I was thinking there is going to be like that one guy that's just going to be like waiting. That's just like anticipating this to take like maybe 3 or 4 days, and it took me like a month to like actually be able to like put this thing together because like there were multiple factors like after that trip that like really delayed the video coming out much more than I would have liked to. Like, well, first of all, like the trip was like very important to me, and this is something that I don't want to forget, and I want it to like be somewhere where it's going to stay forever. You know?
I had a similar experience. So I did a Pokemon Nuzlocke on my channel like a year or two ago, and I filmed it on my Switch. And on like a Switch, you can only film like 30-second clips at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Only 30.
You can only film like 30 seconds at a
On
time.
the Xbox,
You can only capture like 30 seconds.
On the Xbox, I think you can fill up to 5 minutes.
But the point is, I had like 40 billion 30-second clips that I would smash together, put on my phone, and like it was a long process. So I feel you.
Sounds intense.
It was
Yeah,
very painful, but like my work paid off.
I mean, I've done things like that
Anyways.
before, but like
The end of your video though,
Yeah.
when you show the pictures,
Yeah.
and
Like.
bro showed a picture of me.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I don't like. I know I had this conversation like the stuff that got in the way from like me editing. But the thing is, like, with all of those events stringing together, like, there's not exactly a whole lot of time for me to just, like, dial you up and just ask you, you
That's
know?
okay, man. No, it's totally fine. I even put in my reaction video, I'm like, that's me, by the way. So, I mean, if you watch the video, you know what I look like, you know my first name. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah, but anyways, like, there's a lot of things that just kept getting in the way for me to, like, being able to properly, like, work on the video consistently, because, you know, like, whenever we got back from the trip, like, I immediately had to, like, take the ACT.
I took it the day we got back.
Yeah, like,
So,
imagine having to take
like,
the ACT.
you know, I don't
Shut up.
like, I never mentioned this, like, at the end of the video, but, like, whenever we, like, actually got, like when the plane landed and we were, like, heading home, like, I, like, got back home and at like 2 a.m. and I just, like, kick open the door and I'm just like, oh, right, I have an ACT test tomorrow.
Yeah, oh, no. So for us, they said that the ACT was the day after. Well, it was supposed to be it's the day of, like, when we were, like, getting back. But they also said those who are going on the trip could do it the day after. Me, I took it right when we got back.
Oh, no.
So
different.
Oh, no.
So I wanted to do it just to get it out of the way. So I got 7 staggered hours of sleep that day.
no.
So I take the test. Like it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So I took the test, and I was fully awake. I was fine, but my brain just like wasn't like thinking really,
Yeah.
and I kind of like rushed to it because like, you know how you get like a break in between like the first two. So I go back like I think like 10 minutes late. And I still had like 15 minutes to spare at the end.
He was
Oof,
locked.
man.
He was locked.
And I got. Should I say my score? I honestly don't care about it.
Yeah.
I got a 17. What did you get?
I got a 21.
That's not bad. It would
Yeah.
take a miracle for me to get 20.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but you know, after like that whole ordeal, like you know, there was like I think there was like 3 full days that you know of like stuff that I just had to like get done to like be like caught up and everything. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna, you know, get my missing work done, and then I'm gonna have like the spring break to, you know, like properly like work on the video for like maybe like 4 hours a day and just like grind the crap out of this thing. But then that was whenever my body decided it would be a perfect time for me to get appendicitis.
It decided that was enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, so like if you like those of you who are listening, like if you've had appendicitis, you know like before like you go in, you know that there's just like this feeling of just like hunger, but you just like can't eat anything no matter how hard you try. And then like you try to like rest up and then it's just like this consistent ache and
I feel like I
pain,
know what you're
dude.
talking. I might have had appendicitis at one point.
Yeah,
But like I didn't go to a doctor for it because I was
I
fine.
don't think I've
Yeah.
ever had that before, but I have hunger.
Yeah,
health
so
issues.
you know, I was just on the couch, just like waiting for this thing to pass, and it's just like, yeah, like this is just not working. So I'm just like going up to like one of my family members, and I'm like, yeah, this is just not working. We just need to like go to the hospital and just find out what's wrong. So you know, they did a few tests. They put me through a couple of scans. And, you know, they came back with, yeah, you have appendicitis, so we're going to have to... Yeah, but the thing is that I was just like, okay, well, let's get this thing out. It's useless anyways, you know? And I was just like, well, we can't do that because, you know, if you've ever been to the hospital, you know that doctors can't give you a surgery. Like, if you've had something to eat, like, 8 hours or before... like you actually go in for the surgery. So I'm just like sitting there in in like the hospital bed for like 2 hours, just like, hello, yes, please give me some health care, you know?
I've never been to the hospital.
Yeah, that's weird. I have many times, and somehow he's never been to the hospital.
Dude, I literally people tell me how
I don't know how.
People tell me how they break their bones, and I'm like, I've literally done the same thing, and I've been fine.
So I get migraines. I've been to the hospital, I think 3 times for IVs because I couldn't even open my eyes. I've broken a bone. I've got like,
I've broken 0 bones, brother.
Bro over here is just like Iron Man.
Yeah, like
Iron Man,
Superman actually.
Yeah,
Superman,
you
dude,
know,
fuss that
it's
guy.
like okay, so you know,
survive that.
like I got to like we figured to go to the hospital like much later in the day. So like whenever I'm just like waiting there, we can only like do the surgery, and we did it at they like wheel me in for like 10:30 at night, and then they're just. And you know, like they had to like take me off of like the stuff that was like actually killing the pain from the appendix, like, you know, doing its job and getting infected by doing so, you know. And so, you know, whenever I like actually get to the room, like just immediate like I'm talking like 7 out of 10 pains, man. And then, you know, like they just like the anesthesiologist like hooks me up and like count backwards from 10, and if you've been to the hospital, you know exactly what happens next.
Wait.
Like, so I'm counting down from 10.
I need to know this.
By the time I get to 7, I wake up an hour later.
Wait, what's that feeling like? Is it like going to sleep?
No, like, you just, like, count back, and then you just, like, black out randomly, and then you just, like, wake up whenever they're done.
So it's like, does it feel like a few seconds passed?
Like, yeah, like, just, like, a few seconds, or, like, a few seconds, if any time feels like has been passed.
Okay, because let me tell you this. So, wait, question. Have you got your wisdom teeth out?
No.
Have you got your wisdom teeth out? Okay. I'm getting mine out next month. So I've never been put to sleep before. You've been put to sleep, right?
Probably.
Wait, like the thing they did, like the anesthesiologist,
like the anesthesia.
Have you been under that?
I don't know, but probably.
Okay, well, yeah, I was wondering. I'm like,
I mean,
what's
if you
that
don't know
like?
if you've been under anesthesia and you've been to the hospital before, chances are you've probably been under anesthesia.
That's fair.
Okay, so you're saying that like you count back from 10, you don't even get to 1, and then you're asleep, and then you're there for like it feels like a few seconds.
Like you just
and then
wake up in the recovery room. Yeah. Like,
is it weird? Is it like
it's weird? I'm just like, bro, did you even go through the surgery? And then they just like show me like 3 scars on my stomach, and I'm like, oh,
you're like, oh, you're done.
I guess you did.
Okay, because I'm getting my wisdom teeth out July 18th.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I asked, because I'm like, wait, I've never been through that.
Yeah, but you know I think that the funniest thing is just like, you know, before the surgery even occurs, I'm like talking to the anesthesiologist, like, you know, like I have ADHD and I'm a ginger, so you know what you're doing here, right? You know, I'm not gonna like wake up on the operating room table, and I'm not gonna like push myself up, and I'm gonna be like, hey doc, did you get my appendix out? You got it out, right? And it like, you had appendicitis? Wow, that's crazy. You should see a doctor about that.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's like, you know, but, you know, they're reassuring me, like, you know, don't worry, we got this. We've done this many times before. And, you know, but the thing is, like, after the surgery, like, I can't really, like, move my back as well, which, you know, that's expected. Like, I've got scars, and I just, like, had an organ removed that was, like, useless.
Tonsils?
So, but, you know, well, yeah, that too. Well, I had my tonsils removed, like, years and years ago. But anyway, basically, you know, I can't move my back as much. But, you know, what I don't expect is that I can't really move my legs as much either. So, you know, we figured, like, you know, I should, like, stay in the hospital for the night to just, like, recover. And, you know, like, when the next day comes, like, we, like, go, I'm being brought out to the car in like a wheelchair, and like, well, how are we gonna get you in the car now? And I'm like, bro, I'm in a wheelchair recovering from a surgery. I've hit the maximum pity factor. Okay, just like get me in any way you can. All right, gotta go.
I have heard that after your wisdom teeth out, they move you in a wheelchair. I'm pretty sure is what I've heard.
Well, you act pretty much high.
It depends. It depends. Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you do.
Because like if you do the one where like it covers your mouth and nose, you will. But if you get like the IV, you're not gonna go crazy.
I'm not gonna want to get the IV.
The IV's not bad actually. It's actually not that bad.
I hate IVs.
Of course you do. But
I've gotten too many.
Yeah,
times.
you know, I think like the funniest part about like this whole like story of how I got appendicitis over spring break is like whenever I got back, you know, I'm able to like walk, you know, go to my classes, everything's fine. But the thing is, like, I get to my first class, and it's my English class, and if you put 2 and 2 together right now, it's after spring break, and I'm going into an English class. You know that he had me do an assignment of what I did over spring break.
I know the teacher you have.
Yeah, and I'm looking at him like, if you insist, like... You know, like, I'm recovering in the hospital. What am I supposed to write about? How I, like, binge, like, Netflix for just, like, 6 to 7 hours per day because I had appendicitis?
Be happy you're not in the AP class with that guy. Well, like, I love the teacher, like, that we're talking about. I'm not going to say his name, honestly. But,
you know, if you just so happen to be listening to the podcast, please let us graduate.
Oh, yeah, speaking of that, guess who gets to take the ACT this year?
Me.
Well, lordy,
I have something on the medical thing again. Have you guys ever done like I don't remember what it's called. They lay you on a bed and you go into this big magnet scanner thing.
Oh,
what's that? What's that?
Yeah, it's a CAT scan.
Yeah, they scan your brain or whatever.
Yeah, like they scan your whenever I had appendicitis, like they did like a full body scan.
They
it's
just
like
wait, I'm talking about the thing where it's like a tube.
Yeah,
thing?
and I'm sitting there like it's in my stomach. I've been telling you this whole time.
The thing that looks like they're going to like stasis. That thing. I had to do that because my parents wanted to make sure I didn't have anything wrong with my brain, so it is just migraine. So, but like it was like I don't know if it was loud for you, but for me it was super loud, and you couldn't have like anything metal on you because it's like a big magnet.
Oh yeah.
So if you had metal inside of you, it would rip right out of your chest.
Oh yeah.
You would die.
Dude.
You would die.
Yeah, I'm just. But you know.
Why do you guys go to the hospital for the most simplest things?
I don't. Well, it's.
I've had a migraine a billion times.
Have you had a migraine where you couldn't open your eyes and you'd throw up when you drink water?
That's fair. That is fair.
Maybe.
But the thing
Not maybe. It's a no.
But yeah, I have it the worst out of both of you because with appendicitis, I could have died.
Thank goodness.
I could have died.
Thank goodness.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just good at taking care of myself.
But you know, anyways,
I think you're just built different.
I am built different. I've never been to the hospital.
And, you know,
we're just actually. I think we're built different because we have somehow more health issues than he does.
Oh yeah, I should have a billion.
Like bro should be.
and-
Did you go to? We went on a whole rant after the whole trip,
but you know, like I think the funniest like fact about like that whole bit is like everyone's getting back from their spring break. Like, yeah, I went to a trip to Japan for my full spring break, and then I walk up to them and I'm like, "Oh, you had a expensive vacation? I had appendicitis
over the break.
We had to spend $76,000 in under 8 hours. Okay, you got nothing.
Oh yeah,
you got nothing on this, bro.
Back to the trip though. Did you go to Shake Shack?
I did not.
Okay, Shake Shack is like a big New Yorker thing.
Sounds like a New Yorker thing.
Yeah, so they have like burgers and shakes there. People said that the burgers are good. I'm not the biggest burger fan, but I got a shake there, bro. It was actually pretty fire.
Yeah.
And I found out there's a Shake Shack in Utah, but it's all the way up in Farmington.
We could drive there.
We could probably could drive there.
Yeah,
if we locked in, we could drive there.
Also, question: where's your bathroom?
Just like right in the middle of the podcast.
You went to the bathroom before we left. You gotta go again.
Is there a bathroom?
This is like a field trip. I'm just like, Yeah, you're just like the dad at the wheel. Just like, I told you to go before we left, dang it.
So is our bathroom like down that hallway I'm looking
Yeah,
at?
it's just like down there and to the left. But
All right, you two keep the conversation going.
We can just cut this out, but I just need to like, I need to refill my water anyways.
I can
Keep it going.
I can.
Yeah, we're gonna take a short intermission, and by the way, he's gonna tell you how this podcast is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
I'm just kidding. We're not. We only have 3 subscribers on this podcast channel. Cough, cough. I'm joking.
Okay.
On the podcast channel.
Yeah.
Well. Hi. Let me cook. Okay. So, while they're gone, last podcast I talked about the FNAF movie. I don't think it was out last time we talked about it. It came out. It is freaking fire. I watched it with Strange Makes, another friend. You don't know him. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. Horgs, have you seen the FNAF movie?
I have not.
You have not.
Yeah, I was just, like, I saw it and I was like interested in it, and I was just like, the movie industry has been a little bit flarked up recently. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I'm a massive FNAF nerd, so
but,
I really wanted to see it. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10, just because there was one scene that I wish wasn't in it. It was I don't know how to explain it. They were building a fort. That wasn't my favorite scene, but everything else was pretty fun.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
I'm glad that like this. Oh yeah. Oh hey, you're back. But yeah, I'm glad we have like this podcast to just like talk about just like other things and our opinions, and just like not have anyone else like yell at us.
Oh yeah.
It's just like I feel like that there just should be like more people out there that are just like expressing their opinions. Just like for me, example, I'm not too big of a fan of Taylor Swift, and I'm not afraid to say it.
I agree. I don't like her music.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
All.
I'm not a Swiftie. Okay, like I like Taylor Swift's
you
like
don't have
music.
a Stanley, so that's
like I don't like her. Like I like her music.
Yeah.
Like I think she's pretty chill, but like I'm like not a Swiftie. My 4th period teacher this last year, who's a man, is the biggest Swiftie man I've ever seen in my life.
Here's the thing about Taylor Swift. I think she has an average singing voice, but she's very smart at advertising and like getting that across to people, which is why she's so popular.
I feel like that we should stop talking about Taylor Swift before we get demonetized.
Let me tell you, you have a nice bathroom.
Yeah.
It's so fancy. Oh, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this. So typically we film this podcast in a shed out in TJ's like.
Hey, it's a nice shed.
It is a nice shed, but it's outside and it's summertime. We're filming this podcast at Porg's basement.
We filmed it one time in the winter. When we filmed it in the winter, I think it was nicer in the winter than we did in the summer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, real. No, we were actually filming Slumber Party Freestyle that time. Yeah, so we have some songs we've worked on. I don't know if I ever showed you that.
So 12 a.m.
Arm what is Sigma? Arm what is Sigma?
What's up, everyone? We're back.
Don't do naughty cooks. See, I'm a massive FNAF nerd, so I really wanted to see it. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10, just because there was one scene that I wish wasn't in it. It was I don't know how to explain it. They were building a fort. That wasn't my favorite scene, but everything else was pretty fun. I thought it was cool.
I'm glad that like this. Oh yeah. Oh hey, you're back. But yeah, I'm glad we have like this podcast to just like talk about just like other things and our opinions, and just like not have anyone else like yell at us.
Oh yeah.
It's just like I feel like that there just should be like more people out there that are just like expressing their opinions. Just like for me, example, I'm not too big of a fan of Taylor Swift, and I'm not afraid to say it.
I agree. I don't like her music.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm not a Swiftie. Okay, like I like Taylor Swift's
You
like
don't have
music.
a Stanley, so that's
Like I don't
all
like
can
her.
tell.
Like I like her music.
Yeah.
Like I think she's pretty chill, but like I'm like not a Swiftie. My fourth period teacher this last year, who's a man, is the biggest Swiftie man I've ever seen in my life.
Here's the thing about Taylor Swift. I think she has an average singing voice, but she's very smart at advertising and like getting that across to people, which is why she's so popular.
I feel like that we should stop talking about Taylor Swift before we get demonetized.
Let me tell you, you have a nice bathroom.
Yeah.
It's so fancy. Oh, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this. So typically we film this podcast in a shed out in TJ's like.
Hey, it's a nice shed.
It is a nice shed, but it's outside and it's summertime. We're filming this podcast at Porg's
We
basement.
filmed it one in the winter. When we filmed it in the winter, I think it was nicer in the winter than we did in the summer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, real. No, we were actually filming Slumber Party Freestyle that time. Yeah, so we have some songs we've worked on. I don't know if I ever showed you that.
So
Yeah.
12 a.m. If you listen to that, just know that was not our best. Mainly because we were in this was last summer actually. We were in like two completely different areas, so the audio didn't mix well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I want to remaster that sometime. We're in the same room, so it actually sounds like a good song.
Porgs, if you want, you could do a song with us sometime.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
could. We have a song where we're doing an album. We're trying to do an album right now. One song, or then there's another song that we've been wanting to do that we haven't done yet. Is called Sunrise.
It sounds lit. It's
The beat we have is fire.
it's Fate Entertainment, right?
Yeah, that's who made it. Made the beat, not the song. Obviously, it's not out yet. I made entire lyrics for the song. I went over it with Alex. What did you think of it again?
I thought it was good. We could work on it a little bit because it's hard to know when to say what.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true because I kind of did that every time I.
Now, if you had a music sheet and where the notes were, I would be better at.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I kind of just did it whenever I had free time to do it, to write the lyrics. But I think they're pretty decent lyrics. I think we could cook with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're down, you can get on one of our songs sometime.
I'm not opposed to the idea. Like I've wanted to try making music for a little while. Like I've had the GarageBand app on my phone.
I used to make songs with
sitting
that.
there, and then I just re-download it, and then I open it well, I mean, should I? And then I just offload it immediately.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so stuff we do. So it is like a rap song, but it's not stupid rap. It's not
We try, guys. We try.
and also recently I did a song with this kid named ZDNK.
We don't swear, by the way, just so you know.
So do you know ZDNK?
I do.
He's in our choir class.
I mean, if you introduce me to the channel and I heard his voice, I might know who you.
Yeah, no. So I did a song with ZDNK. It was called 20s Roarin'. It was for an assignment in school, actually.
I think
that song. Yeah.
I don't know if I finished this. I think I started listening to that and then I had to do something.
Yeah, go check out ZDNK's music. He's really good at making it. It sounds really, really sick.
I'm kind of, sort of, maybe in the future more in a band. Me and my friend, I'm not going to say his name.
Hate Code?
That's the name of the band we came up with, and we have one song. It's not the best song, so don't listen to it. But we're working on other songs. We're actually trying this time, and we're using real instruments instead of having a beat we found online. I used I have a keyboard. It also has a drum part to it. So I kind of did that, and then my friend, I'm not going to say his name.
You should get a music.
We're going
program.
to. It's not the same though.
Use MuseScore.
Then we're going to. He's adding guitar to it right now.
Use MuseScore.
It's gonna be pretty fire. Our goal is to make actually a rock band. He wants to do some metal music, which I mean I'm down for. I'm not very good at that, but let us cook.
Yeah,
let him cook.
Yeah,
let us cook.
It's like Gusto said. Anyone can cook.
That's
can cook.
fair.
Yeah.
Anyone can lock in too.
Yeah, I mean anyone can cook, but it's the real question of whether they should. You know,
Should they cook? Can they cook?
They are. I think they're allowed
Yeah.
to cook if they don't do naughty cooks.
Yeah. Also, while we've been talking about music, what's it called? The platform, a program. I'm gonna call it a program, but
Okay.
we if you guys have like watched my videos, like you've probably picked up by now that I use the mobile iMovie to edit all my videos.
You should use CapCut.
We use CapCut. CapCut is like
CapCut's good.
They came out with their weird Pro thing, and now lots of stuff is locked behind a paywall for Pro or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is dumb.
But the basic stuff they give you is actually pretty fire.
Yeah, like you can still like add voice effects. And
Yeah, so I recommend
stuff. It's really
Porgs,
cool.
use CapCut.
Yeah,
it's good.
I might download it, but you know,
it's really cool. It's
free
program.
unless you want to buy the Pro, but the basic app is free.
And like for basic, it's actually like pretty good.
Yeah, like when I first started making my YouTube videos, like I started in like December 2019, so I started making my videos
During the pandemic.
Yeah.
That it was actually like right before.
Well, the pandemic happened in 2019.
Well, yeah.
It was before I knew about it. Okay.
Okay. Oh, your voice was high. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'll let you finish, and then I'll.
sorry.
do my
So when I first started making my videos, I used UCut, which is also good. But then I found CapCut, and CapCut's even better.
You're welcome.
Both of those are good.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Alex. Both of those are good, but I recommend CapCut.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Because I'm pretty sure I recommended it to you, didn't I?
You did. I mean, I didn't download it after for a very long time. Then I downloaded
Yeah,
it. And
so-
also I found out my sister used
Here's the thing. Like I remember like while we're talking about high voices, like I like went back a little bit ago, like to watch some of my older videos. Dude, the cringe levels that have entered into my brain cells have not been higher since I rewatched Rio. Okay.
Oh, Rio? Oh, that movie?
Yeah, like that one movie.
The first one's okay. The second one's my favorite.
The first one's good.
I haven't seen it enough
like
to
the second
remember
one
what
that much.
happens. Which that makes me wonder, have either of you two seen Inside Out 2?
I have not.
I went with you.
Oh, wait.
I was there. I sat next to you in the movie
Bro, this
theater.
kid doesn't even know.
I watched it with you.
Bro, this kid doesn't even know whenever he goes to movies with people.
I forgot.
I think
sorry.
It wasn't even that long
Are we sure
ago.
we shouldn't take him to the hospital to make sure that he doesn't like have appendicitis for one, and number two, we should probably make sure that he doesn't actually have any.
Back to what I was saying.
He might have early stage dementia.
Okay, Porgs. Have you seen Inside Out 2?
I have not. I haven't like gotten around to it yet.
Okay. I mean, honestly, I thought it's the best Disney movie that's like come out in a while.
Yeah.
In a while.
I thought that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was like pretty good.
I've seen that. That's actually
Like,
it was so sad, but it's so good.
Yeah,
That was
like
good.
it had
That was
like
good.
Yeah, like the thing that like really like I feel like that the reason it was like good for like a large amount of people is that it like had one woke thing in it, and then it was just like on with the rest.
Oh,
of
it did. It did.
Yeah, Inside Out 2, I didn't see it.
I didn't see any woke stuff. It was so good.
It could be hidden, but like that's why, and especially for a Disney movie that's like Disney, I was like surprised.
Because Rocket's like none of that stuff.
See, there might be woke people watching this. But it's okay.
But yeah, no. Guardians 3, like, I love how it's about Rocket, because Rocket's, like, my favorite character.
Yeah,
Same.
Yeah, Rocket just, like, whenever, like, before the Guardians 3 movie came out, like, he was just, like, all up in there, like, just, talking mad trash to just literally everyone.
And,
you know, raccoon.
Peter, Gamora, Drax, you know, like, what's her face?
Mantis?
From the second one at the very beginning, the
High Priestess?
Yeah, the High Priestess. Like, he's just talking mad trash and just has, like, zero flarks to give.
I like all the characters.
About anybody and anything. But then whenever Guardians 3 rolls around, you just hit, like, oh.
That's why.
Yeah, he did that because he lost everyone he ever loved and his family.
I mean, to be fair, I
That's
think
why.
most of them have lost in the story. Most of the main characters have lost someone they love, but Rocket, I did not expect it to hit that hard.
Dude, he survives every movie. He survives Guardians 1, Guardians 2, it's Infinity War, Endgame.
Dude, he just
Guardians 3. He has so much plot armor.
Like he has plot armor before prequels even came out.
Because in Infinity War, all the Guardians minus Nebula and Rocket.
Yeah,
like,
and
die.
he's and like I feel like that he just he just like I feel like that at that point in that like in like those sequences and he's just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like he just like loses everybody he cares about and then he's just like, nah. None of that.
I thought it was.
I decide when I'm done here.
I thought it was.
Get out of my
hilarious.
lobby.
In Avengers Endgame, I did think it was hilarious when Thor meet the Guardians of the Galaxy. That was super funny. Like that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's the thing. Like, I've gotten into like the actual Norse mythology, and like the Marvel Norse mythology accuracy is a rant in and of itself. But the thing is, like in Endgame, whenever like we get introduced like to how like just like melted his abs become, just like melted abs.
And
then he just like.
He's fat.
He really went through a phase.
Yeah, it was like the emotion from that was really, really mixed.
Oh yeah, because Rocket was like, "You look like melted ice cream."
Yeah, because it was like we've never like seen Chris Hemsworth with Thor this way. But then I remember like if you like get into Norse mythology, there's a story where like Thor almost drinks the entirety of Midgard's oceans. And so, like, that...
Asgard?
No, Midgard. Like,
Midgard.
And that water weight would just, like, give him, like, give him a beer belly, like, so large that even grown men shouldn't be left alone with it, Yeah, it's just, like, drunks walk into the bar and then see that, and they're just like, okay, we're gonna go, like, drink somewhere else. I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah. Well,
But...
anyone got any final topics they want to say?
We could talk for the last 5 minutes. We can have an hour.
We could, but
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what's the but?
It's yeah, but it's just like it was kind of like a weird mix of emotion. And it's just like, is that part like finally accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, it just kind of like takes away like making Thor in that sort of way. Just kind of like it kind of takes away from the strength, and I think that it pains me to it like really hates whenever I have to say these words, but like Love and Thunder, it
was okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't.
I have not seen that one. I've heard it was
it
really
was
bad.
like it just like makes Thor just seem like
it kind of destroys his reputation.
Yeah, it just like destroys his reputation. Like Thor in Norse mythology, he's the kind of guy that is just like so disrespectful and unpopular that werewolves and vampires would join together to fight him.
Well, here's what I was gonna say.
He's that kind of guy.
Marvel's kind of fallen off though.
It really has.
Here's what I'm gonna say: the last few good movies, like Guardians 3, Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
Shang-Chi was a good movie.
Shang-Chi was
like a good standalone movie to introduce a new hero. I've seen that movie like in 2022. I think I saw that movie 30 times.
It's a little bit weird though that we haven't like seen.
He hasn't made any correlation to the other films yet.
Yeah, it's a little bit
except
weird.
Except like Eternals.
Yeah, maybe he's. Yeah, I don't.
I never saw Eternals, but.
Please don't.
I've heard it's terrible.
I don't want to watch that.
It seems terrible.
Looks awful.
I haven't seen any of the shows.
I still think Marvel's a little better than DC, but
they need to do movies. They don't need to do. They shouldn't do shows.
Here's the thing with DC. They do have some good things, like the
Shazam.
I haven't seen that.
Shazam was good.
I think like Batman, like the Dark Knight series, that's freaking amazing. I've seen the newest Flash. I thought it was gonna be awful. It actually wasn't that. It actually wasn't that bad. Like there also wasn't. Okay, so the main character, Flash, he did seem a little like gay, but fruity. But I mean, nothing happened. Okay, and it was super funny because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. So Batman, the Justice League was in it, and it was actually not a bad movie.
I have no idea what the fuss you're talking about.
It's okay.
because I don't
You're
watch
just not.
DC.
I'm more.
I think Marvel
I
needs.
think I'm more of a nerd than you.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. I think Marvel needs to go back to movies.
Yeah,
not shows, because
Yeah.
like with shows you have to like watch all the
It's like,
episodes. and
Disney,
catch
it's like
up.
what Disney's doing with Star Wars.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's
Acolyte.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing that
that
is
sounds so bad.
making me not like Marvel as much, and it's their little multiverse bit. Okay, so here's the thing: if you want to implement a multiverse into like a series, Marvel is not that sort of thing, you know?
I still like the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
They are making. I think they're making the Spider-Man Miles Morales.
there are some
They're making a third
things
one.
like
I'm
they're just
excited.
like there are some like things in franchises where a multiverse can just like work. Like I thought that the multiverse was good with like Spider-Man.
That was good.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
excited.
good.
I'm excited for the third
That was
Spider-Verse
good, because
movie. That's
you know
gonna be fire.
there's been like what 15 iterations of like Spider-Man.
not Spider Verse. That's not what I was talking
But,
about. They're
you know,
making
I
like
feel
a
like-
Spider-Man like Miles Morales.
Yeah, but you know, I feel
Oh.
like that. I feel like
Live
that.
action.
I feel like that Lego is like another one of those things where a multiverse like just works because you know there's been like many collaborations with like Marvel, Star Wars.
Yeah,
you know.
Star Wars would make sense.
Yeah.
But Disney doesn't want to do anything good.
Yeah, so
Where's
yeah,
Walt when you
like,
need him?
I agree. Well, he didn't make Star Wars. George.
Yeah,
But where's Walt?
yeah,
when
we
you
need
That's-
George Lucas to come back.
He needs to buy
before
Star Wars
anything
back.
else.
Wait, is
and
George
get-
Lucas even still alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah, he's alive.
I thought he was
Boy,
deceased.
Star Wars only came out in the 70s.
I thought he was
George Lucas
deceased.
owned it.
Yeah.
I think George Lucas Star Wars is still the best.
Yeah,
Well, okay. Here's what I'm gonna say about the sequels. The seventh movie was good. It had potential.
yes.
The eighth was like, and the
Everything
ninth was
after that-
also.
Everything after that, it was like.
Well, the ninth was better than the eighth, but not by much.
Yeah,
I
it's,
still liked it.
Have you seen the Han Solo one? That one's
Solo?
good.
dude,
Solo, yeah.
that one was like fire.
I like that
Some
one.
people didn't like.
What was the
Solo.
other one? It was Rogue One. Rogue One is also really good.
Yeah, like Solo.
Solo and Rogue
excuse
One
me.
are fire.
Solo?
Yeah, like Solo and Rogue One. Those were fire
I
movies.
love those ones.
Well, some people didn't like Solo.
Yeah.
Some people, not everyone's gonna like the movie, but
No, there was a good handful of people who were like, Solo sucked.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know what
If
they were
you
talking
if you're
about.
listening to
I
the
like
podcast and you didn't like Solo,
Explain
then you are
why,
free.
please.
Then
Please
you
explain
are
why in the
free to
comments.
you are free to discuss your own opinions in the comment section. I say this in every single one of my honest opinions videos. This should not be anything new to you.
if you say
If you've
something
seen
naughty
anything.
though, like extra naughty, I will delete you. So
Yeah.
don't say anything naughty.
Yeah, and I'm a ginger. I might steal your soul if I'm not feeling as merciful.
And I'm an Asian man. I will use some
He'll use his
fighting
math
on you.
powers. I'm a white man. I will throw my American pride at you.
Bro, if I was wearing shorts right now, you would look black. I'm
Me?
going to be real. You would look black,
I would look black.
and then he would just like get
interesting.
slightly less tan.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I am definitely tan.
I'm tanner than you.
I mean, like from the sun though, not
I'm
from
a
skin
ginger.
color.
It is physically impossible for me to attempt to tan
I'm just
without
out-
getting burnt to a
See,
crisp.
I play like hours of video games. Yet I'm also somehow the amount of time I'm outside, I still get super tan somehow.
Did you get burned on the New York trip? Did you get a lot of
No.
sunburn? Okay, well, it
because
was in the spring.
because those buildings were actually the one thing protecting me from that giant fireball of death in the sky.
Hey, what do you know?
Because
We
like this is like look at like the whites
legs-
of my legs.
my legs
like,
are pretty white.
absolutely-
My legs are brown.
My legs are decently white. My
Bro, if I didn't, bro, if I, dude,
talking
if I
about
was in
legs.
like direct sunlight and I was wearing shorts, I would like blind people within like a half-mile radius.
Well,
we should talk about really quick. One last thing.
Wow.
One last thing. Let's talk about upcoming things for each of our channels, and then we can send it on.
Ah,
all right, ladies
yes.
first. Well, youngest person
Asians
goes first.
first. Asians.
Youngest person first.
Just red hair first. Red hair.
Youngest person first, because
Yeah.
you're the youngest.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So with my channel, okay, I've got music coming your way. It might be mid music, but hey, music is music. Okay, let's be real here, even if
Yeah.
it sucks, like Taylor Swift. Okay.
One more Taylor Swift
Yeah.
roast for good measure. I love it.
Let's go. If you've seen my car show video came out with, I actually privated it because I gotta change something. I'm not gonna tell you what. Hopefully I can get that out again, and then I'm gonna stay on the shorts because I gotta keep the shorts going. And I'll probably have more FNAF and gaming stuff. That's pretty much my story currently at the moment.
All right.
Well, for me, I haven't really uploaded, but now that summer's here, I'm gonna try and grind stuff.
He's gonna lock in.
I'm gonna lock in. I might also have life that I have to do, but I'll do my best to get some of those like classical Strange Makes cartoon videos out. And yeah.
Okay, so for me, like, I actually have like literally just today, I recorded my my second episode of like playing 1.21 for the first time without like experimental features and such. So that might take me a little bit more time to edit because I just want to find out how I want to do that sort of thing. And I do have like one other idea because if you've seen like my channel, like I made a short where like I show off that I like used my massive brain to figure out how to like rediscover how to soft lock yourself in the end.
I love doing that.
Yeah, so yeah, the plan is that I'm going to do the 1.21 video first, and then I'm gonna move over to that video. So, and then after that, who knows? Maybe I'll like do one more 1.21 video, and then like discuss my opinions about it. Like, I haven't done. I'm gonna be real. I haven't done an opinions video in a while, so I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Well,
Nice.
Well, there you have it for episode 5 of the pod. Porgs, thanks for coming on here.
Thank you. These videos are going. The videos
Sure.
going to be on my channel, so TJ Ultra, Strange Makes, and then
Porgs for life.
Porgs for Life. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna have it on Spotify probably, and the Taquitos Cast podcast channel. Okay,
And maybe our channel. Well, I don't know if you're going to post it. I'm going to post it because I need
I'm
to.
I'll
posting it on
probably
mine.
like mention it on my community post or something.
yeah.
That sounds good.
We're gonna leave I'll leave under mine and under Taquitos if I edit this. I'll leave a link to Porg's channel so you guys can check him out if you haven't already.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Well, and again, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
And yeah, we'll
Thank
see
you for
on the next
watching
one.
after a year. Goodbye.